Have you ever sat down to enjoy a piece of fish, thinking you were doing something great for your health, only to later discover that what's on your plate could be silently damaging your brain, your heart, and even speeding up aging itself? For seniors over 60, this isn't just a theory. Recent research shows that eating the wrong fish just twice a week can raise your risk of stroke and memory loss by as much as 70–80%. And here's the nightmare nobody talks about. Most seniors are eating the wrong fish every single week. Fish loaded with mercury, toxins, and hidden inflammatory compounds, all while thinking they're making a healthy choice. But there's also incredible news. New findings show that the right fish can actually lower your risk of Alzheimer's by up to 40%, protect your arteries, and even slow down aging from the inside out. Tonight, I'm going to walk you through the complete truth. The 4 fish you should never touch after 60, followed by the 4 fish you must eat regularly to stay sharp, strong, and independent. Every claim I share is backed by peer-reviewed science. Let's dive in. Welcome to Thrive Senior Health. Before we get started, let me know in the comments, what fish do you eat most often and why? I love reading your stories and replying to as many as I can. And if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our science-backed health strategies. Now, here's something most people don't realize. Not all fish are created equal. Some look harmless on your plate, but hide toxins, dangerous fats, and contaminants that quietly chip away at your health. For seniors already dealing with inflammation, memory concerns, or heart issues, eating these wrong fish can make the difference between healing and harm. The problem is, most grocery stores don't label fish with warning signs. That farm-raised tilapia looks innocent, that canned tuna seems convenient, but beneath the surface, they may be doing far more damage than good. The good news? Once you know which fish to avoid and which to embrace, making the right choice becomes simple. And when you choose wisely, you're not just eating for today's meal. You're investing in sharper memory, steadier balance, stronger heart function, and years of independence. So let's start with the danger list. These are the 4 fish you should never touch after 60. Imported catfish, the antibiotic-laden imposter. At first glance, catfish seems harmless, mild in flavor, easy to cook, and often one of the cheapest fish options. But if your catfish is imported, especially from overseas farms, it may be one of the most contaminated fish you can put on your plate. The problem: many imported catfish farms operate under extremely crowded conditions where disease spreads quickly. So the fish are heavily dosed with antibiotics. Those antibiotics don't just vanish, they accumulate in the fish's flesh. When you eat it, they end up inside your body. For seniors whose immune systems are already vulnerable, this can contribute to antibiotic resistance, making real medications less effective when you truly need them. But antibiotics are only the beginning. Independent testing has uncovered residues of banned chemicals and carcinogens in imported catfish. These fish are often raised in polluted waters, soaking up industrial runoff and heavy metals like mercury and lead, toxins that build up quietly in your body over time. For older adults whose bodies process toxins less efficiently, this means higher risks of kidney damage, neurological problems, and even cancer. The inflammatory disaster. Imported catfish are usually fed unnatural diets rich in corn and soy, creating a dangerously high omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. Too much omega-6 without enough omega-3s fuels inflammation throughout your body. For seniors living with arthritis, heart disease, or autoimmune issues, eating this fish is like pouring gasoline on fire. The smart choice. If catfish is on your menu, always choose domestic U.S.-raised catfish, which follows far stricter regulations. Better yet, choose one of the safer fish we'll cover later. Tuna, the mercury time bomb. For decades, tuna has enjoyed a reputation as healthy, lean protein. From tuna salad sandwiches to canned tuna in pasta, it's a staple in millions of kitchens. But for seniors over 60, this popular fish hides a silent, invisible danger: the mercury problem. Tuna, especially larger species like albacore, white tuna, and bigeye, are near the top of the ocean food chain. They live long lives and feed on smaller fish, which means they absorb mercury year after year. Over time, these mercury levels accumulate in their flesh. When you eat tuna, that mercury doesn't simply pass through. It builds up inside your tissues, particularly your brain and nervous system. Why it's worse for seniors. For younger people, the body may handle small amounts of mercury, but for seniors whose detoxification systems slow with age, mercury is far more dangerous. Studies show it can trigger memory loss, confusion, numbness, tremors, and mood swings, symptoms that often get mistaken for normal aging or early dementia. Imagine feeling more forgetful and blaming it on age, when the real culprit could be hiding in your tuna sandwich. Cardiovascular risks. Mercury places added stress on the heart and can disrupt normal electrical signaling, leading to irregular heart rhythms or higher risk of heart attack. Research has found that seniors with higher mercury levels from tuna consumption had up to 65% greater risk of cognitive decline. The shocking reality: 99% of seniors have no idea that just 2 servings of albacore or bigeye tuna per week can push their mercury exposure beyond safe limits. That means millions of older adults who believe they're making a smart choice are unknowingly putting their long-term health at risk. Even canned light tuna carries enough mercury to warrant strict moderation, especially for people over 60. The bottom line: if you love tuna, stick to canned light tuna only in small amounts, not more than once or twice a month. But the truth is, there are far safer fish rich in protein and omega-3s that won't load your body with heavy metals. King mackerel. The mercury monster. Mackerel can be confusing because it comes in 2 very different varieties: the safe kind like Atlantic or Spanish mackerel, and the dangerous kind, king mackerel. Unfortunately, many seniors don't realize the difference, and that mistake can silently damage their health. Why king mackerel is dangerous. King mackerel is a large, long-lived predatory fish. The longer a fish lives and the higher it sits in the food chain, the more toxins it accumulates. King mackerel is notorious for having some of the highest mercury levels of any commonly eaten fish. The impact on seniors. Mercury attacks the brain and nervous system. For seniors whose nerve cells are already more vulnerable with age, mercury exposure can accelerate decline. Eating king mackerel even a few times a month can push mercury levels above safe limits, resulting in memory loss, tremors, difficulty concentrating, mood swings, and depression. Many of these symptoms get brushed off as normal aging, when they may be directly tied to what's on your plate. Cardiovascular damage. Mercury damages blood vessel linings, increases oxidative stress, and disrupts electrical signaling in the heart. For seniors already managing high blood pressure, arrhythmias, or heart disease, this is extremely dangerous. Studies have linked regular king mackerel consumption to significantly higher risk of heart attack and stroke. The labeling problem. King mackerel often appears in stores or restaurants under the generic label mackerel. Unless you specifically ask, you may not even realize you're eating the dangerous variety. Health authorities explicitly warn seniors, children, and pregnant women to avoid king mackerel entirely. It's on the absolute do not eat list. Important distinction: not all mackerel is bad. Atlantic mackerel and Spanish mackerel are smaller species with much lower mercury levels and can actually be safe, nutritious options. But king mackerel? Leave it off your plate entirely. Farmed tilapia. Worse than bacon. This one may surprise you. Tilapia is one of the most popular fish in America. Cheap, widely available, and marketed as healthy, lean protein. But here's the harsh truth. Farmed tilapia is one of the worst fish seniors can eat. How it's raised. In most fish farms, tilapia are crowded into cages so tightly they're swimming in their own waste. This creates the perfect breeding ground for bacteria, parasites, and disease. To keep fish alive in these filthy conditions, farmers resort to heavy use of antibiotics, pesticides, and antifungal agents. These chemicals build up in the fish's body and ultimately end up in yours. The feed problem. To cut costs, farmed tilapia are often fed cheap fillers like corn, soy, and even chicken waste. Yes, chicken feces is sometimes used as a protein source. This unnatural diet creates one of the most imbalanced omega fatty acid profiles of any food. The inflammatory nightmare. The ideal ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids is close to 1.1 or 2.1. In farmed tilapia, that ratio can be as bad as 11.1. Why is that dangerous? Excess omega-6s act like gasoline on the fire of inflammation, fueling arthritis, heart disease, diabetes, and even Alzheimer's. Studies have shown that eating tilapia can raise inflammatory markers in the body more than eating bacon or hamburgers. Imagine thinking you're making a healthy choice, only to find it's actually worse than fast food. Toxic contamination. Tests on farmed tilapia have revealed contamination with dioxins, highly toxic industrial pollutants that accumulate in fat tissue and stay in the body for years. Dioxins are linked to cancer, immune suppression, and hormonal disruption. Nutritionally bankrupt. Unlike wild fish with firm, nutrient-dense flesh, farmed tilapia contains lower levels of beneficial nutrients like omega-3s, selenium, and vitamin B12. You're left with a fish that's nutritionally poor and chemically loaded. Researchers have called farmed tilapia the nutritional junk food of the seafood world. The bottom line, for seniors over 60 who want to protect their brain, heart, and joints, avoid farmed tilapia altogether. There are affordable wild-caught fish with far superior nutritional profiles, from dangerous waters to healing choices. Now, you know the truth about the 4 worst fish. But here's the good news. Not all fish are villains. The right kinds are among the most powerful healing foods you can add to your diet after 60. They're rich in omega-3s that soothe inflammation, minerals that protect your bones, antioxidants that shield your brain, and high-quality protein that keeps muscles strong. Let's dive into the 4 best fish for seniors over 60, starting with one that doesn't always get the spotlight but deserves a permanent place on your table. Wild-caught Pacific cod, the lean protein champion. When most people think of healthy fish, they think salmon or tuna. But hiding quietly in the background is wild-caught Pacific cod, a nutritional powerhouse that deserves far more recognition. Why cod matters. After 60, a single serving delivers about 40 grams of complete high-quality protein with less than 2 grams of fat and only around 180 calories. That's an almost perfect nutrient profile for seniors fighting sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss that impacts nearly half of people over 80. Without enough lean, bioavailable protein, muscles shrink, balance falters, and independence slips away. Cod provides efficient protein that nourishes muscles without unhealthy fats. Selenium superstar. Pacific cod is exceptional when it comes to selenium. Just 1 portion provides over 100% of your daily selenium needs. Why does this matter? Selenium is like a microscopic shield for your cells. It supports thyroid function, strengthens your immune system, and acts as a powerful antioxidant fighting oxidative stress, the invisible aging process inside your body. Research shows seniors with higher selenium levels enjoy better cognitive function and lower rates of age-related disease. Additional benefits. Beyond selenium, Pacific cod delivers phosphorus, partners with calcium for strong bones, and vitamin B12, essential for nerve health and energy, harder to absorb with age. Purity matters. Many fish accumulate mercury and toxins. Cod is different. Wild Pacific cod live relatively short lives in the cold, clean waters of Alaska, absorbing far fewer contaminants. Alaska's cod fishery is one of the most sustainable in the world, meaning you can eat cod regularly without mercury worries. Easy to digest. Cod's firm, flaky texture is light and well tolerated, even for those with sensitive digestion. How to prepare: avoid frying at high temperatures. Instead, bake or steam gently at medium heat. Pair with olive oil or avocado and finish with fresh lemon juice to enhance nutrient absorption. Sardines, the tiny superfood giant. Sardines don't look like much, tiny, packed into cans, often overlooked. But here's the truth. Sardines are one of the most powerful superfoods seniors can eat. Omega-3. Powerhouse. Sardines are one of the richest natural sources of omega-3 fatty acids, delivering more per serving than nearly any other fish. As we age, our bodies naturally produce more inflammatory compounds. That inflammation is the hidden culprit behind joint pain, arthritis, heart disease, clogged arteries, and cognitive decline. The omega-3s in sardines, especially EPA and DHA, act like natural firefighters, cooling down chronic inflammation, improving blood flow, and protecting arteries. Studies show seniors who eat fatty fish like sardines at least twice a week enjoy lower rates of heart disease, improved mobility, and more stable moods. Vitamin D and bone health. Sardines are one of the few natural food sources of vitamin D. Our skin loses efficiency in converting sunlight to vitamin D after 60, and many seniors become deficient. Deficiency leads to weak bones, higher fall risk, slower healing, and depression. Just one can of sardines provides about 40% of your daily vitamin D needs. Combine that with calcium and phosphorus in their soft, edible bones, and you've got the perfect trio for bone strength. Every bite delivers calcium in its most bioavailable form, easily absorbed and paired with nutrients that help it stick to your bones. Mercury-free safety. Sardines sit at the very bottom of the food chain, feeding on plankton. That means they accumulate virtually no mercury or heavy metals. Unlike larger predatory fish like tuna or king mackerel, sardines are one of the cleanest, safest fish for regular consumption. Complete nutrition. Sardines also provide vitamin B12, prevents fatigue, memory loss, nerve problems, and complete, easily digestible protein that helps maintain muscle mass, critical for preventing falls and preserving independence. Simple preparation. Canned sardines can be eaten straight from the tin, added to salads, mashed with avocado on toast, or stirred into pasta. Because they're shelf-stable, affordable, and versatile, they're one of the easiest ways to add omega-3s to your diet. Wild-caught Alaskan salmon, the brain protector. If there's one fish nutritionists consistently rank as medicinal food, it's wild-caught Alaskan salmon. For seniors, this fish is transformative. Omega-3. Excellence. Salmon delivers the two most valuable omega-3 types, EPA and DHA. These are essential for brain health. Research shows seniors with higher DHA blood levels have larger brain volumes and stronger memory performance. Salmon doesn't just slow brain decline, it actively helps your brain stay sharp and resilient into your 70s and 80s. Anti-inflammatory power. Omega-3s reduce chronic inflammation, contributing to arthritis, stiff joints, clogged arteries, and poor circulation. Clinical studies show eating wild salmon at least twice per week significantly lowers C-reactive protein levels, a key inflammation marker linked to heart disease and joint pain. For seniors struggling with daily aches, this can make a noticeable difference. Premium protein. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein. Wild-caught salmon provides about 40 grams of premium, bioavailable protein per serving, giving muscles the raw materials to stay strong, support balance, and prevent falls. The astaxanthin secret. The beautiful pink-orange color of wild salmon comes from astaxanthin, a rare antioxidant that protects cells from oxidative stress. Studies show astaxanthin reduces inflammation and supports skin elasticity, eye health, and endurance. Micronutrient richness. Wild salmon is rich in selenium, protects heart, reduces cancer risk. Vitamin B12 and B6 support nerve health and energy. Vitamin D strengthens bones, boosts immunity. Purity advantage. Wild-caught Alaskan salmon swim freely in clean, cold waters and eat natural diets, making them naturally low in mercury and PCBs, toxins commonly found in farmed salmon. Best preparation: bake, steam, or grill, gently at medium heat. Pair with vegetables and olive oil for a meal that supports longevity, strength, and brain power. Rainbow trout. The complete package. When people think of the healthiest fish, salmon gets the glory. But if you're over 60, rainbow trout quietly deserves the crown. It combines the nutritional benefits of salmon, cod, and sardines, while being one of the cleanest and safest fish available. Safety first. Unlike many farmed fish that are crowded and pumped with antibiotics, rainbow trout raised in the United States are subject to strict regulations. They're raised in clean freshwater systems with controlled conditions. You don't have to worry about mercury, pollutants, or hidden chemicals. This makes trout one of the most reliable choices for seniors concerned about toxins. Omega-3. Perfection. A single serving delivers around 1,000 milliliters of omega-3 fatty acids, right in the sweet spot for heart protection. Omega-3s keep arteries flexible and reduce chronic inflammation, the root cause of arthritis, stiff joints, and cognitive decline. But trout isn't just about omega-3s. It's loaded with minerals seniors desperately need. Essential minerals. Potassium. Nearly 70% of seniors over 60 struggle with high blood pressure. Potassium balances excess sodium, helping regulate blood pressure naturally and reducing stroke risk. Phosphorus works with calcium to protect bones and prevent fractures. Iron boosts red blood cell production and fights fatigue. Zinc, critical for immune function, healing, and maintaining taste and smell. B vitamin profile. Trout is particularly rich in niacin, vitamin B3, which supports healthy cholesterol by raising HDL, good cholesterol, and lowering LDL, bad cholesterol. Seniors who get enough niacin have lower risk of heart disease. Add vitamin B12, which keeps nerves firing properly and prevents fatigue and brain fog. Antioxidant protection. Rainbow trout contains vitamin E, which protects cell membranes from damage and supports immune defense. Combined with omega-3s and selenium, it creates a triple shield against oxidative stress. Easy to digest. Trout's mild flavor and tender, flaky texture make it incredibly easy to digest. For seniors who find some fish too oily or strong, trout is gentle on the stomach while delivering world-class nutrition. Versatile preparation. You can bake, pan-sear, or grill trout with herbs and lemon. It adapts beautifully to different cooking methods without losing its nutrient profile. Bottom line, rainbow trout is the ultimate senior-friendly fish. Clean, safe, nutrient-rich, and delicious. It supports your heart, brain, bones, and immune system all at once. If there's one fish to eat regularly for aging stronger and healthier, rainbow trout deserves that #1 spot. Your choice determines your future. So there you have it. The full truth about fish after 60. Some fish can silently damage your heart, brain, and joints, filling your body with toxins and inflammation. Others can nourish every cell, protect your memory, and give you back the energy and strength you thought you'd lost. The choice is simple, but powerful. Keep eating the wrong fish, and risks quietly pile up. Stroke, memory loss, joint pain, accelerated aging. But choose the right ones: wild salmon, sardines, cod, or rainbow trout. And you're literally feeding your body medicine every single week. What you put on your plate today becomes the quality of your life tomorrow. It determines whether you'll be strong enough to carry groceries, sharp enough to enjoy conversations, and confident enough to live independently well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Start small. You don't have to change everything overnight. Swap out one dangerous fish for one healing fish. Add just 1 or 2 servings of the right seafood each week. Over time, those small steps build into a future where you feel stronger, clearer, and more alive. At Thrive Senior Health, we believe aging should never mean decline. With the right choices, your best years can still be ahead of you. Take action now. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and share it with a friend who loves seafood. Subscribe to Thrive Senior Health and turn on notifications so you don't miss the powerful tips coming next. And I'd love to hear from you. What fish do you eat most often? Will you change your dinner plans after what you learned today? Drop your answer in the comments. I read and reply to as many as I can. Here's to making smart, science-backed choices. Here's to living stronger, longer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.